My name is Michael from paidfromservice.com, and I have joined hundreds of service sites myself and tested them thoroughly. And in this video, we will take a look at SurveySavvy. So let's get started. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will get a notification when I publish more videos like this. And also, if you have any questions or comments, just leave a comment below the video. So I have now logged into SurveySavvy, and let me just start by saying it's a little bit different than many other survey sites because it's like actually extremely simple. When you first log in, you can see here that it will give you a list of the available surveys. In my case, there are no available surveys right now, and there will not be a huge amount of available surveys. And even though it's kind of a site where you can get paid to give feedback and take surveys, it's called like SurveySavvy, so you kind of expect it to be most of all a survey site. It's not necessarily the best way to earn here, actually, in my opinion. Exactly how many paid surveys you will get will depend a lot on the country you live in. You can actually join from more or less any country, which is of course great, but there are actually quite a few countries where I don't think it actually makes sense, but we get to that later when we get to the payout methods. But for now, I can just say, like, you can find some paid surveys here. They're like nice surveys, all that, but not a huge amount. Exactly the amount depends on the country you live in. So in addition to the paid surveys, which is not a huge amount you will find on SurveySavvy, then they have this called SavvyConnect. And that's quite of interest, in a way interesting, and it's kind of similar if you know like Nielsen Mobile and Computer Panel. It's kind of similar to that because it's a software you can install, and I think this is actually the best way to earn on SurveySavvy. If you then feel comfortable with it or not, that's up to you. But what it does is you can see that they have like a software that gathers some of your data when you surf online because you have installed it. And then, they of course they emphasize on it being safe. It's not like it's not used to identify you. It's put together with the data of all the other members, and then they use it to find trends in online search, shopping, entertainment, and other applications. And by doing this is like market research, and it's worth a lot for them because they can use this to improve products and services online. And you can participate in that, and in a way you actually earn passive money because the surveys you have to actively take the service, of course, to earn. But with SavvyConnect, you just install the software, and you don't actually have to do anything else. And you can see here you actually earn $5 or £5, depending on where you live, per device each month. So if you have like a smartphone, desktop, and tablet, that means you could potentially get $15 or £15 every single month by basically doing nothing, right? And you can click on the side there. It describes more in details, right? It says you can hear what you can earn up to, and more information about it. So if that's something you feel comfortable with or not, that I leave that up to you. But they of course emphasize on the safety of it. But you can read more on the website about it. I'll leave a link below the video so you can actually see more about SurveySavvy and SavvyConnect, and find the joining link there. So just click that link if you want to know more about this. But this is definitely a way to earn passively, and personally, I think that here you can actually earn more than doing the surveys because there's not a huge amount of surveys. But that's not also, that depends again if it's good or not. Depends on a lot of things. And first of all, we need to talk about the payout methods to find out if it's a site for you to join or not. And that's what we will get into next. To decide if SurveySavvy is for you or not, you of course need to know how you can then get your earnings out, because that's important on any service site. And here it's important to notice, I just jumped to the FAQ section so you can see exactly what they say. And about PayPal, they say they do not offer PayPal. and do you offer to directly into the bank account? They do not offer that, right? So then where was it here? Here you see all payments are sent in US currency and mailed in the form of a check. So that's what you need to know. You cannot get your money out in PayPal or gift cards or electronically. All rewards are sent via check and normal mail. And you know, that's for me, that's one of the biggest problems or disadvantages of SurveySavvy, because let me just make it clear, it's a legit site, so you can actually earn on it. But that they only pay out through check is a little bit strange, because they accept members from all over the world, and then you have to have check email from the US where they're located. You can see down here they have like their address and phone number if you need to contact them, but and it's in US currency. So if you live in another part of the world, you need to wait for the check, and and also make sure to actually just check with your bank if they charge a fee for transferring a check like that. That's important to know, because if not, you know, it doesn't matter too much. You just have to be patient, but you need to know this so you can kind of calculate into it if it makes sense to participate, because you have to wait for the check. When that is said, they have a very low minimum payout threshold, like $1, so that's great. But of course, if you have to have a check, there's no point in getting a check for $1, especially not if you do not live in the US. That just makes sense, you know. But if you, for example, use SavvyConnect and you earn $15 passively per month plus a bit extra for the surveys, you know, if you then wait a year or so, or half a year, then it's starting to make sense to actually get a check. But you just need to take this into consideration when deciding to join or not. So overall, SurveySavvy can be a way to earn a bit extra. It's a legit service site. It does not offer a huge amount of paid service, but it's available worldwide, which is great. But I would say the main thing here is, if you feel comfortable about using the SavvyConnect software, that's the easiest way to earn here, because you can actually do that passively. Just be aware of the payout methods, that you will only be able to get paid by check. I hope that they will eventually change this and also make PayPal or other options electronically possible, because that's just so much easier. Actually, at some point they must start to introduce that. I hope so, anyways. But you just need to take that into consideration. But I definitely hope that this review has helped you decide, and make sure to check out the full review on my website, paidfromservice.com. Here. You can find a link below the video, and also here you can find a link to how to join SurveySavvy if you decide it's the right site for you. If you decide it's not the right site for you, you can find a lot of alternatives with other options, so you can definitely find some get paid to sites or service sites that will fit your needs. So make sure to check that out, and also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more reviews of service sites and get paid to sites, and tips and tricks about how to get the most out of these sites.